Hello everybody, it's Jen, Scrapbena Creations. I'm so excited to be joining the Scrapping for Less design team. Here's the first design team project I'm making. I'm going to be using the Heffy Doodle Oceans of Love stamp set, which is absolutely adorable. So I stamped out every single one of the little critters and little ocean accessories and just started coloring. So I have cut out the images that I don't end up using on the card. While I'm coloring, if you're not familiar with Scrapping for Less, they offer the Flavor of the Month card kit, and if you have been watching my channel for a while, you will know that I have been designing monthly with the card kit. But Scrapping for Less also has a shop that offers stamps and all kinds of card making and scrapping goodies for less than retail price. So I'll leave all the links in the description below to the shop as well as to this stamp set, which you can currently get in the shop. I'll also leave a link to the blog and the Facebook group where you can participate by sharing your card creations. So I'm just finishing coloring up this cute little jellyfish, and then I'm going to move on to the kelp and the seaweed. I'm just using some greens for that. I really only use these three greens of Copics. I bought my Copic collection. I've just started my Copics in the last year and a half, 2 years, and I tend to buy them in sets of 3. So right now I only have that set of 3 green markers, but it pretty much stretches for whatever I need it for. Haven't really felt the need for any other ones. So I'm going to be using the little stingray, the shark, the jellyfish, and then the other little ocean accessories for my scene card. I'm going to be using a horizontal panel across the front of my card. So I'm using 2 of the new Distress Oxides, the Tumbled Glass and the Stormy Sky, to make my ocean. I thought I'd try something a little bit different than my regular kind of mermaid lagoon, peacock feathers, tumbled glass, or sometimes I do the salty ocean. Did I say salty ocean? No, I said mermaid lagoon. So this gives a nice deep kind of blue ocean base, which I like because the bottom of the ocean would be darker than the top. So I'm just going to use my Distress sprayer here. Let that sit for a bit, but with the magic of editing, I'm already lifting up those water droplets. I'm bringing in my Honeybee Ocean accent stencils to create some rays of light through the ocean. So I'm using my Hero Arts Unicorn White Pigment ink, and I'm just sort of dabbing that on at the bottom. I'm using a pretty thick coat of that near the bottom, and then I'm just dragging it up towards the top so that it's lighter. And then when I peel this up, I am going to go over it just lightly with my Distress tool here, just to continue to blend it out, and I really love the look that this gave. So I'm going to cut the top out with an Ocean Wave border die from MFT. This is just from my stash, and here you can see kind of that border panel I'm going to create in the center of the card. I'm just going to pop that up on some fun foam. Now originally when I first started thinking about this card layout, I was just going to have the sea creatures swimming in the ocean, and then I decided to add some of the foliage to the bottom. So once I get these on, I really like the design, but the more I started looking at it, I thought it looked funny because it sort of felt like those little elements that would typically be in the sand at the bottom looked like they were floating in the ocean. So you're going to see here, after I finish laying all these down, and then I end up doing the inside of the card and come back to the front panel. So stay tuned to the end of the video to see how I fix this after I sort of had the card all together. So I'm just laying down all of these images straight onto this panel. I'm using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive glue, and then I'm bringing in these glossy dots in the color silver, but they're almost a clear droplet color, so they worked perfectly for this little shark. I wanted it to look like he kind of had his mouth open, like he was the one saying, "I've got something to say to you," which I think is absolutely hilarious. And then on the inside, I just stamped out "Thank you for all your kelp," and I used my Distress Oxide and Twisted Citron to stamp out one of the kelp on top. So here's where I fixed this card, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So I'm using the Caramel Cream Nuvo glitter, well, it's not glitter, the Nuvo crystal drops, and I'm just laying that on the very bottom of that panel to make it look like sand, and I think that worked perfectly. So there's my card. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you have a great day, and stay tuned for more card creations for Scrapping for Less, including the monthly Flavor of the Month card kit. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.